Hey guys, it's Ariana bringing you into our new album breakdown series where we break down any of our favorite albums this past year. This one for me is Ungodly Hour by Chloe X Halle. I remember when I found this, I first hit up their single, Do It. And I really vibed with it, and then my friend showed me their album and I fell in love. It's such a good R&B feel moment, really about empowerment. Their first album, The Kids Are Alright, that came out in 2018, was a good intro album, but this one really shows some maturity and growth. So the first song that I wanted to break down was Forgive Me. It's a badass song, it's a badass track, making you feel good, taking the power back, telling a story that's unapologetic, you're feeling stuff. But then it also goes into pleading into the fifth and You Got Me Fucked Up, saying that they caught their partner into a lie. So basically just says you can do better, and if you do find these things, you can move on, no problem. This next track is Ungodly Hour. It's their album name. This really follows into what the album is about, but also it really sticks out to me because it's all about loving yourself, learning to love yourself, the good and the bad, the positive, the negatives. But this one is more about being in a relationship and that person not being there for you fully, but then you're just like, we can talk all night and you can love me at the ungodly hour, which is saying that once you get it together, you can come back and hit me up. And I really like that because it shows that you can love yourself by being alone and really finding your true self before you want to continue on. So this whole album I really did enjoy. I thought it was a really good R&B pop moment. I think it's a great transition from their first album from a couple of years ago. It shows a lot of growth and maturity. The ones that I talked about today were actually my top 4. There were a couple that weren't my all-time favorites. If they came on, I would definitely listen to them, but they wouldn't be my first choice from this album. But I think this album really is gonna show, I guess, the public and just the R&B culture, how good they really are. They performed at the VMAs this year, so they're definitely going up in the music industry. They performed the national anthem at the NFL. I think they just are getting more and more attention that they deserve. This album is so good. And that's that. Thanks for watching our first episode of Album Breakdown. This was Ungodly Hour by Chloe X Halle, and I'm Ariana from Forsyth.